Most of us were in the equal spot as 46-year antique mum of 3 Amy Levine, on a venture to lose a few greater kilos, to no avail. But when she switched to a low-sugar after which a ketogenic eating regimen, Levine shed the weight without ever feeling hungry. Feeling unsatisfied 2 months in the past, Amy Levine felt the way a lot of us do, pissed off with lingering love handles and ill of compressing into her denims. I turned into tired of having a little bit of more weight on me, and I in reality started out snoring at night, she says, noting that loud night breathing is more common in folks that are obese and in fact has risky fitness implications. I turned into horrified at that. At that point, Levine decided to make her exchange. She heard approximately Hacienda del Sol, a wellness retreat in Costa Rica, from her husband Jason's colleague, who stated his wife had a transformative revel-in for the duration of her visit there. Healthy swaps, we regarded into this system and I was on board right now, Levine says of Hacienda del Sol's health retreat. As a mum of 3, the concept of going to Costa Rica, on my own, for a week was a dream. So she booked it. With 6 weeks to prepare, Levine says she wanted to experience physically and mentally equipped to take part, so she decided to smooth up her ingesting. I devoted to a far more conscious weight loss program. Levine says of her pre-experience prep. I just didn't consume something that I shouldn't consume. That meant slicing out sugar except fruit, switching to whole grains, and working towards appropriate portion control. She additionally amped up her exercising regimen, riding a desk-bound motorcycle for 30 to 60 minutes, 3 times every week. Within those 6 weeks I absolutely lost 10 kilos, she says. I turned into actually amazed due to the fact I didn't suppose I turned into ingesting that badly. But her week at Hacienda del Sol required further nutritional modifications. A ketosis food regimen. Levine arrived in Costa Rica feeling lighter and ready as ever to address Hacienda del Sol's eating regimen, ketogenic and TAC-fit weight loss retreat, which is predicated on a ketogenic, or first-rate low-carb diet, for optimum consequences in a minimum amount of time. A ketogenic eating regimen switches your metabolism from carb burning to fat burning, a nation referred to as ketosis. To get there, you need to eat less than 30 to 50 internet grams of carbs per day by means of reducing out all grains, sugar, such as fruit, and root and tuber crops which include potatoes and carrots. What are you able to devour? Meat, dairy, veggies, eggs, fish, and nuts. With this, your body begins to provide gas molecules known as ketones from fats, in place of from carbs. That method your frame is burning up fat to create power. Levine also did daily workout and well-being sports like yoga and meditation. Highs and lows. Cutting out fruit become the most tough element for me, says Levine. Especially when there are bananas growing and mangoes dripping from trees all around you. But it wasn't all sacrifice. Levine enjoyed fresh meals consisting of more often than not raw meals like avocados and sprouts, at the side of cooked fish and eggs for protein, in huge portions. One of the things I struggle with is portion manage, and I felt that the portions had been clearly massive, she says. In the give up, I become simplest in a position to finish about 1/2 of what changed into on my plate, so I turned into losing weight, but I wasn't hungry at all. Side consequences. Many folks that decide to a ketogenic weight loss plan come down with what is referred to as the ketogenic flu. On day 4, Levine did begin experiencing flu-like signs and symptoms. I could slightly get out of bed and get my clothes on, she says. I spent a good part of the day on foot lower back and forth in the pool, feeling like I turned into 90 years antique, Levine says. The next day she became capable to take part in a yoga class and a walk on the beach. Once I were given through that, I felt quite precise. Staying hydrated. One of the foremost causes of the ketogenic flu, says Levine, is dehydration. During her week at Hacienda del Sol, she drank a first-rate hydrating concoction along with aloe vera, pepper, salt, lime, and moringa twice a day. There's an entire teaspoon of sodium inside the drink, she says. You're getting sodium, magnesium, and potassium from it, and those are the things your frame is lacking with this food plan, specifically at the start. Now, she makes positive to take sodium and electrolyte tablets, recommended for all and sundry at the ketogenic weight loss plan, to help her stay hydrated. Major effects. Got stomach fats? One of the benefits is that the weight reduction normally comes from the stomach cavity, says Levine. For me, that became my biggest problem. I turned into continually suffering to button my pants and be at ease. My weight is in my belly, and this is in which I misplaced it from the very starting. During her week in Costa Rica, Levine misplaced another 5 pounds and has maintained that weight reduction ever in view that. What's more, she also felt a main enhance in power. They call it the keto excessive. You experience like you can run a marathon, Levine explains. Once you get into ketosis, you just sense much more energized and more healthy and stronger. Sticking with it 3 weeks after her trip, Levine has settled lower back into her day-by-day routine, dwelling and raising 3 daughters in New Jersey. However, she's dedicated to maintaining her ketogenic weight loss plan at domestic. She's now able to add fruit, berries best returned into her food regimen, and uses Lakanto maple syrup, a sugar-loose syrup crafted from monk fruit, to satisfy her sweet tooth. I genuinely experience like this is a sustainable way to lose weight, she says. Not feeling hungry honestly makes it possible, and I'm capable of find substitute recipes. She's a big fan of Pinterest, so I'm no longer feeling disadvantaged. I'm beginning to feel like I can maintain this up all the time. www.myhealthhint.com. Thanks for watching this video.